Smoked chicken wings like you've never had before, I promise. And if you've never had smoked wings and you try this recipe, I warn you, this is going to ruin all future wings for you. So buckle up. This is a fun one. Here we have a chicken wing. If you've never seen one, it's quite simple. There's the drumstick, which is attached to the body, and then the flat or double bone that attaches to the tip of the wing. If you're a professional, you've been going after the flats all these years, and if you're a drumstick kind of guy, well, it's because you've been too slow. We're going to divide these wings by flats and drums and save the wing tips for Justin at a later use. Cut on the joint where the drum meets the flat, and again on the joint where the flat meets the tip, and voila, we have wings. Now we're going to confit these wings in duck fat. Why duck fat? Well, because it's way tastier than chicken fat. But what's confit? I'm so glad you asked. Confit means to cook or preserve something, usually meat, but vegetables too, in some sort of fat, typically its own. This helps with preserving, if we're living in the 17th century, but it also allows the meat to slowly break down and become very, very tender, which will be imperative when we go to smoke these later on for a few extra hours. Now I'm using rendered duck fat. You can literally buy this stuff on Amazon. I'll link it below. This has most of the water and impurities taken out, so we have just pure fat. Submerge your wings in an oven-proof vessel and pop them into a 200-degree oven for 3 to 4 hours. I wouldn't go much longer than this, as they will start to really break down too much. Now, in the meantime, we're going to work on our spice rub. Following the recipe below, you're going to add the chili pepper, smoked paprika, onion powder, kosher salt, light brown sugar, chili powder, regular paprika, cumin, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, dried mustard, black pepper, oregano, and thyme leaves to a quart container or bowl and shake or whisk until thoroughly combined. Boom, you got an all-purpose rub for poultry, pork, or beef. Whew. Okay, when the wings are done, pull them from the oven and pat them dry on a paper towel. If you want to do this ahead, you can refrigerate the wings in the same container, once room temp, and pull them out when you're ready and remelt their fat by placing them into a 200-degree oven for about another 20 to 30 minutes. This isn't going to do any further cooking. We just need to remelt that fat and bring us right back to where we were. When your wings are dry, generously coat them in the rub, and you're basically ready to go. Now, disclaimer. Today we'll be smoking on a pellet smoker. Before you go and get your briskets in a bunch, just hear me out. Yes, this is our first video covering smoking, so yes, maybe I should show you the whole start to finish and science of how to smoke from scratch. We will cover a full smoking in another video closer to the end of summer, I promise. But today I'll be going over time and temperature. If you can understand and comprehend how to manipulate both of these factors, then it really doesn't matter if you're smoking on gas, wood, or pellets. It's all the same. Hit the description for a little more info about cooking meats varying in size. Now we're going to pop these on a 250-degree smoker for about 2 hours. I'm using applewood, but hickory, oak, or whatever you have will honestly do the trick. While these are smoking, let's work on a little barbecue sauce, shall we? Mix 1 cup mayo, a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon brown mustard, 1 teaspoon horseradish, whatever you prefer, but I like Gold's Hot. It also has a little finer texture. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and salt and pepper to taste. Stir that up, maybe use a whisk. There you go, dude. Then pop this in the fridge for at least 1 hour to let everything come together. But honestly, overnight is going to be best. This recipe comes straight from the source, stemming from Alabama, where the sauce was invented by Bob Gibson of Bob Gibson's Barbecue. It is essentially a vinegar and mayo-based barbecue sauce, perfect for smoked chicken. After 2 hours, these wings are singing the gospel, and you're ready to dive in. A little trick for the flats. Give them a twist until that joint pops, then pull the smaller bone out, leaving you a beautiful one-biter of bird-smoked perfection. Look at these wings. Beautiful pink smoke color on the inside, hot and super juicy. These wings actually taste like chicken, not just like the inside of your grill. You've never had chicken wings that fall apart like this. I'm serious. Pile them up for a nice Instagram photo, or for us, a little thumbnail. Pair it with that Alabama white, courtesy of Bob Gibson, and I really can't give you a better lunch for this weekend. Get out there, get your hands dirty, and dive into some good eats. We'll see you next week. Stay hungry, friends.